I'm Russell Beard and I've come to West London to meet 33-year-old Sam Stevens. He set up a website called Street Bank. It's all about getting people together to share anything from children's toys to gardening equipment and hopefully reduce the amount of stuff that ends up in landfill. Sam, how are you? Russell.
Nice to meet you.
Thanks for having us.
Come on in.
This is lovely. What is Street Bank? How did you set it up and what's it all about?
So Street Bank is a website that lets you see what your neighbours will lend to you or give away or the skills they'll share. And it shows you everything within a mile of your front door.
I love that. So as soon as you see it, you know that it's walking distance.
Yes, exactly that. And as you can see, there are 373 people in the area that I live in and 664 items and skills. If you want to join, you can just fill in the details.
Russell Beard, I'll have to pledge something in order to join it. That's how it works.
It's totally free to join, and you can join anywhere in the world, but you do have to show that you're community spirited.
For example, most UK households have an electric drill which on average is used for less than 15 minutes in its entire lifetime. Street Bank reduces this waste by allowing one drill to be shared by many houses.
So you've set up Street Bank, but do you actually use it yourself?
Yeah, I do use it. In fact, the original vision for Street Bank was so that I could borrow some hedge trimmers from my next door neighbour. And as you'll see from the hedge is completely overgrown. I've never got round to cutting my hedge. So we're gonna find some hedge trimmers, but because it's high up, we also need a stepladder. And I'm gonna send a little message, ask to borrow.
I mean, this is a genuinely social network.
I think that lots of social networking websites take people away from actually having human physical contact.
Yeah.
Rachel, hi, good to see you, nice to see you. We've come to borrow some step ladders, if that's possible.
Step ladder.
Oh, magnificent.
Here we go. Not magnificent, but it works.
Brilliant, thank you so much.
Okay. And anything else?
Yeah, if you had a rake.
So tell us a little bit about how you heard about it and what motivated you to...
Well, I'd moved to the
take
area, so I thought I'd go on it, and I had a few bits and pieces to give away, like baby clothes that my baby had already grown out of. And this is Emily.
Hi, Emily.
So Emily got a sand pit.
She's a big fan of Street Bank.
Yeah. We go on quite a lot because I find it's a good way not to buy new toys. And this will go back on Street Bank.
Love the way they've given us step ladders to the short guy. Now, there's an actual hedge trimmer about a 5-minute walk around the corner, so we're just going to dump our stuff here and go and pick that up and then get to work.
These are my kind neighbours promoting Street Bank.
Hey!
So you'll see a few of these Street Bank stickers. Here he is. Christian.
Hello, mate.
Hello, nice to see you.
And you, how are you?
You're very well, thank you. I was wondering if I could pick up this
Certainly.
to borrow.
All ready for you.
Thank you so much.
Okay, and I'm sure it will serve you very well.
Thank you
As I
so
said,
much.
Excellent service you provide here.
Thank you so much.
You know, these limited and infrequently used items take up so much space, there's no point us all holding on to them.
Yeah. Have you ever used Street Bank yourself? Putting you on the spot?
Yeah,
Or-
the ladders. I mean, who wants to keep ladders in their house?
Yeah,
You know,
yeah,
there's
yeah.
a chap down the end of the road who has a ladder.
Right.
And I think, you know, there's 100 odd houses in this street.
Yeah.
And if one of them has a ladder, that's enough for all of us, right? Yeah, indeed.
Okay then.
Cheers.
Bye-bye.
So we're nearly there. We've got a hedge trimmer, we've got a rake and brush.
Yeah, this is Judy,
This is Judy.
who's going to lend us some clippers, and if we're lucky, if she has enough time, she's going to come and help us out as well.
I think I know more of Sam's neighbours than I do of my own now, which is quite funny.
I'm Judy. Hi.
Judy,
Hello
nice to
there.
meet you.
Hi. It's wonderful to be able to share things. We've all got things we don't use very often.
Yeah.
And it's lovely for someone else to be able to use them sometimes too. Makes you feel good.
This is the
That's where it all began. It's amazing!
Wow.
So what's so good about sharing, Sam?
It keeps stuff out of landfill. That's got to be good. And if you look at what we've just done today, the carbon footprint, if we'd done that on our own, would be massive. You know, there'd have been some huge supply chain to make the hedge trimmer. It would have been shipped across from China. It would have sat in B&Q, would have driven to B&Q. All of that takes energy. Instead, what we've done is used an existing hedge trimmer that already is out there. And we've walked there. I mean, it's as close to zero carbon footprint as you can get. We think it can be a really big idea. It grows by about 400 or 500 people a month, but it's been spreading entirely by word of mouth. And I think the thing that we want to see is what's happening in this area, happening across every neighbourhood in Britain and indeed the world.
Yeah, so do you think it's fair that we call Sam a local hero?
Ah, totally. Total local hero, if not more than a local hero.
I guess community, I think, is going to be our route out of the environmental crisis that we face. We want to develop a sharing habit in people around the world.